I'm cooking up a theory today.
This never gets old.
What's up, everybody? This is your man Dre Mack, and ever since Secret Invasion dropped, the only thing that I was thinking to myself personally is, was the King of Wakanda T'Challa a Skrull? Now, I did do a live chat where I kind of played around and theorized with a couple ideas that I had in my mind, but this video right here? Oh yeah, we're gonna break down how I believe the King of Wakanda was a Skrull, was replaced to open up the borders of Wakanda, and how he can actually come back. But the real question is, now, of course, this is going to be spoiler warnings for Secret Invasion, or if you haven't seen the Marvels, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, or any other shows, I'm just going to let you know there's a spoiler warning now. Now, I'm going to kick this off going all the way back to Black Panther. Reason why I want to start at Black Panther is because we found out in Secret Invasions in episode 1 that Everett Ross was a Skrull. Now, we don't know if how long he's been a Skrull, if that particular Skrull is the Everett Ross that we've had this whole entire time. But one thing about Everett Ross, he was very close to the King of Wakanda. Now, that day that he got saved is the day that he went and started hanging with the Wakandas and knew about their vibranium. What if that they knew that the strongest metal on Earth did not come from Earth, and the only way that we're going to be able to have this supply so we can continue world domination is to overthrow Wakanda? That is probably one of the reasons why they sent another person to infiltrate Nakia, which I think was a Skrull also, to be able to get close to the King of Wakanda, to be able to tell him, hey, you know we can open up the borders to do much more for the world. Now, we seen in Secret Invasion that Talos told us that there's 1 million Skrulls on here, and there is something interesting in the dialogue right here that you will find.
They're here. Who's here? All of us. Wait. You're telling me there's 1 million Skrulls walking amongst us right now? Have you lost your reptilian-ass mind?
Hey, we were being hunted across the universe. I had two choices. I could let my people be annihilated or summon them here to Earth. What would you have done?
Now, with that particular dialogue, wouldn't it make sense for the strongest nation in the world to open up their borders so those millions of Skrulls could find refuge on Earth?
Kajushat Musham Bihohagnas Kazak Garuma Arwarmij Nazkajak Pech.
Now, I know that this is going to come off a little controversial because of the death of T'Challa, which to me, personally, I do not like the fact that Marvel went ahead and tied the real life death of Chadwick Boseman to the character of T'Challa. I personally feel like that T'Challa in the Black Panther is a character just like Superman and Clark Kent, just like Batman and Bruce Wayne, just like Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and that character should live on. So this is where the retcon could come in.
Do it.
Now, just like how Nick Fury faked his death, you can have the Skrull version of T'Challa do the same thing. The reason why is because we already seen the Battle of Wakanda. Now, Bruce Banner made a serum that Nick Fury ended up using for stress that slowed his heart rate down to 1 beat per minute.
Tetrodotoxin B slows the pulse to 1 beat a minute. Banner developed it for stress.
What if the Skrull took the same serum and actually either faked his death, or that really caused him to die and it did it at a slower rate? That's why the machine that Shuri was using could not find anything that could be able to cure it. And why, and I still don't understand, why did they need to make another synthetic herb when T'Challa, which has been proven, already had the heart-shaped herb?
This is why we are here.
So this is a way for them to either kill off the Skrull of T'Challa or have the Skrull version of T'Challa leave Wakanda, making sure that the borders are completely open. That's why Queen Momonda had that speech with the UN to make sure that they didn't trade with anyone else that could be a threat to Wakanda, especially after the Battle of Wakanda with what? Aliens. So if the Skrulls want to make sure to protect everything and to be able to take over this earth, they need all the resources that they need. And that's why that this could be a retcon to make sure that the real T'Challa can come back, because he's seen all the chaos that happened after the Skrull took over his body. Now, is it just me, or did T'Challa act a little bit different from the first time he was introduced in Captain America Civil War to what we see him in the first Black Panther film? Now, I can understand there's different writers and the different way that the characters were portrayed, but just all of a sudden now you want to open up your borders just because your girlfriend said, and she was wearing green. Did y'all catch that? Then the kid was wearing green. She's been a Skrull this whole time.
Gotcha, bitch.
Now again, these theories and stuff like that, this is just for fun. Don't take it seriously or whatever, but this is something, if they wanted to bring back the character of T'Challa, instead of doing a whole multiverse or anything like that, they can actually bring him back with this series. If there's over 1 million Skrulls that infiltrated Earth, right? And there are war dogs all over the planet.
We got spies embedded in every nation on Earth.
All right, but you fine using us as your spies and your errand boys, as long as it's on your terms.
Would it not be just in the sake of argument, especially with all these UN leaders and stuff like that being Skrulls, that a war dog wouldn't disguise itself as a Skrull, infiltrate the most powerfulest nation in the world, which is Wakanda, and actually take over as the king of Wakanda? All right, I know one of you guys' questions is going to be, well, when did T'Challa become a Skrull? I'm going to tell you, after he battled Killmonger. Now, the reason why Killmonger was so much of a threat to the Skrulls is because he was going to use Wakanda tech and send it to all the war dogs who wasn't Skrulls to be able to take over the nations, so Wakanda can be able to rule the entire nation. That actually comes into conflict with what the Skrulls trying to do, trying to take over the nations in the world and use their influence to take over the earth. So that is when we see the T'Challa that we know get taken over by a Skrull. What? But these are just thoughts, these are theories. What do you guys think? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.